guest is a three-time Grammy-winning musician and one of the best-selling artists of all time. She's hosting the 79th Annual Tony Awards, which airs live this Sunday, June 7th on CBS. Please welcome to the show, Pink! Finally. And equally exciting, not just to have you here, but you now live in New York City.
I do.
Welcome to the Big Apple.
Thank
you have
you.
a couple. You've got a couple children, 15 and 9. How are they
15
taking?
tomorrow. I have
15
a 14-year-old.
tomorrow. Oh my God, almost.
Thank you.
Yeah, went fast, I would imagine. Yeah.
For her birthday, I asked her if she would get back in my belly.
Oh. It is fun as the kids get older. You just, as a parent, get weirder and weirder. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And now
I just talk to them about how little they used to be, and they're like, "All right, old man."
I actually, because there's so many stories out there about me, I actually have to sort of de-romanticize them for her because she's at that age now.
Oh right.
And I didn't know what it would be like to have a teenager, and I'm like, actually, I was a prude. She's like, you were? And I was like, totally. She's like, are we rewriting history?
She's like, I can Google you, Mom. I can Google you. But she's thrilled to be in New York, correct?
Yes, she's so happy.
And she loves the theater.
She is Broadway obsessed.
Amazing.
She's extremely earnest. She's a hard worker, and she's really talented. And she's followed me. She's really good. I like her so much. She's followed me all over the world, in and off of tour, and I said, you know what? I didn't know there were performing art high schools when I was a kid, so I just dropped out. That part's true, Willow. Do as I say, not as I do. But she's got in, and she's awesome. It's so fun.
And because she's a fan of Broadway, you took very seriously. Her approval was really important before you decided to host the Tonys.
Yeah, because I want to stay out of her lane. She chose a lane that is not mine, and I want to respect it. But turns out it got her a seat at the Tonys. So
she approved. She approved.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking backstage, despite the fact that you have played in front of massive audiences and in giant venues, and this is certainly fewer people will be in the audience, but you are, I would say, appropriately, because you're taking it seriously, appropriately nervous about this big night.
Terracited.
Terracited. Great word.
Terracite. I mean, I'll probably fall.
Yeah.
But that's good. I tell my own audience, if I fall, please laugh. So we can move on. I'm excited. It's going to be ridiculous. My one rule was that I have to make fun of myself as soon as I hit the stage, however I hit the stage. And that's what I'm doing. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I think that, there's a reputation the Broadway audiences can be, the Broadway community can be a little maybe judgmental about outsiders, but I think anybody who shows up and has an appreciation for what they do, they're just thrilled.
I haven't found that to be true, at least to my face.
That nobody, right. Everybody's being very kind and excited. I think they genuinely are. It's such a cool idea, and I'm so happy you're doing it.
They've been really supportive of Willow, too, because she's very earnest, and she is childhood enthusiasm personified.
That's really great.
I have found everyone to be very enveloping and welcoming and lovely, actually.
It's not the lane you picked, but there was a time when you were young, you did want to be a Broadway performer.
I told my mom if I wasn't Cosette or on Star Search by the time I was 9, I wasn't going to be cute anymore and my life would be over.
Yeah.
And it's true, I'm not cute anymore, but my life is not over.
You were happy, you got it right. But you were there was a confidence to you. Is it true that when you were young, you would try to bribe teachers with concert tickets that would be available in your future?
So I used to have to go, I did. But I also had to go to court a lot because I was still getting caught in those days.
Yeah.
And my mom couldn't afford my lawyer. And so I told the lawyer when I was 15 that I would give him my first CD signed. And he didn't charge my mom.
Really?
And I sent him my first CD, and it's literally on the wall of his office to this day. And we're so proud.
Oh my God. I bet any time he can sense somebody looking at that in his office, he's like, I'm not doing that for you.
Right?
That was a one-time only thing. Your first VMA was at Radio City. That's where the Tonys are, so you're going back to Radio City.
Oh, I have been there.
Yeah, so there you are in 2002. If you asked like AI, show me a 2002 outfit, it would be like that. I think it's like right there. But do you remember your first VMA Awards?
I mean, I remember most of it.
Okay.
Look, you're sitting for a long time.
Yeah.
People bring you drinks.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people say it when they get up there. Is it safe to say you did not assume that you'd be up giving a speech?
I'm not a winner. I get nominated. I don't win. That was like the last time I won something.
Well, they were after that. They're like, I think if it's the end of the night, we shouldn't give her an award.
No.
If we give her an award, let's make sure it's one of the early in the night.
I had a great time with Justin Timberlake. We were laughing a lot.
That's great. And you know what? You're laughing all the way to the award shelf because you got your award. All right. I'm not breaking news here. You were known for your aerial performances.
Yes.
Which is why I was shocked to hear that you are afraid of heights. This can't be true.
Yes.
This can't be true.
100%. Once Carrie, my husband, was driving me to the Don't Let Me Get Me video, which was like 854 years ago. And we were driving along a cliff, and he's reckless. And I said, let me out, or I'll never speak to you again. I had to walk. I cannot handle heights. And that's why I do that, because I believe in feeling the fear and doing it anyway.
It's remarkable because it's not just, right, it's not just like exposure therapy. You're not just up there to get over heights. You're also like performing at this very high level.
So I don't have to think about it.
And there's a training you do.
Yes.
What is the unique training you do to get ready for the idea of performing at these incredible heights?
I had my acrobatic instructor, Drea Weber, who is amazing and is still 20 years later my acrobatic instructor. She sent me to Venice Beach Boardwalk. I got upside down on the bars, and she just started punching me in the stomach and throwing medicine balls at my stomach while I sang. And I was like, this is really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when you're up there and you're performing, and obviously you can sense that everyone is there to see you, you actually stop thinking about the fact that you are doing a thing you're afraid of?
Yeah, because it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And it's so freeing. And it's so, my mom was once like, aren't you ever gonna stay on the ground? And I was like, why would I? Like, what, if I can do this, if I can convince people to shoot me out of a stage floor, why wouldn't I do that? It's so much fun.
It's so cool.
And it's also amazing because I can see people's faces, and it turns like 50-year-old men into 6-year-old boys. And it's so, like that first time you see magic, or that's kind of what theater is too. You're just so brought into something that you just forget to be cool or closed off. You're just like, ah. And I get that every night from people. That's why I'm so bored at home.
Oh my God. By the way, everything you just said proves to me that you were a perfect choice to host the Tonys. Because everything
Watch
you said,
me fall.
no. This is going to be so exciting. I'm so excited to watch.
You.
Thank you so much for being here. We're
Thank
so
you
happy
so
you're in
much.
New York City. You guys, this is Pink. The 79th Annual Tony Awards air live this Sunday on CBS. We'll be right back with Ann Patchett.
Thank you.